common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Duo Live episode here at Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman, aka the Crypto Hitman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
If you want to tune in for daily updates on stocks and crypto, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news, we kind of do a market overview here. Then we let the top. We are here to give you alpha. We're here to try to make some money, but nothing, of course, is financial advice. That's all I got to say. Todd, what do you got to say?
Yep, do your own row. So take it over, Nick.
Yeah, let us know if the stream is working well. You should be seeing CoinGecko here. Not too much crazy action going on since our last shows that we have done. But Bitcoin finding a bit of green today, a little bit of footing here on your altcoin bags. But we'll talk about some alts that we think are good buys even with this downturn, and some altcoins that we had patience on that fell perfectly into footing, but again, not something we're that interested in. A little bit of gate cap, a lot of congestion over there, a lot of network failures, and I don't really like the racist meme Coinbase. All right, and then biggest losers. So I just want to look at the biggest losers for the 7 days because it is interesting. A couple of the meme coins are some of the biggest losers in the top 100. You got Bonk. Like some people were profit taking in the panic selling from the Bitcoin drop-off. Is the meme season over, or do memes have another run? I take them charts. What is going on with Bitcoin? Are we getting lulled to sleep in the markets, or is there some action that needs to be taken very soon?
Everyone says they're on the chat box, Discord, everything's perfect, but I'll try to double check this again when we get done today because they say it's a little bit lagging. So Bitcoin in front of us. I was here live yesterday with one more little spike lower. I'm still kind of leaning that way because stocks are acting pretty poor here. This is the SPY, and I think if we zoom in here and let's go to more of a 4-hour chart. I think possibly when we're looking at 5 waves here, I think probably we had, most of these charts look like that we did a 1-2, and we could be, this could be a wave 3 ended, working on a wave 4, and then one more spike lower. If that would happen, then I think you would see one more new low in the Bitcoin or come down there and look at that 60,000 level again. So, I did cover my S&P shorts a hair higher yesterday. I was short up there at 513 or so I did cover that. I mentioned yesterday the SPY technometer was a little friendlier than anything else. If we look back at the daily now on that chart, technometer, you can see there lower right in the gold, 38.94. We was around 38, below 38 briefly, which was oversold. Reason I covered my shorts. I did buy a stock down there that I might mention here in a little bit, but otherwise, again, stocks look a little sideways here, so maybe one more time down, and Bitcoin can probably do the same. Otherwise, going back to the Bitcoin chart, maybe this ABC is completed or will be completed, which would mean we'd have another run to, let's say, 85,000. So that's something to look at. I had the Ethereum chart. It wasn't quite as oversold. Same type of ABC action. The last few days still kind of looks a little triangle-y. Technometer 43.84 only got down to about 41. So again, Elliott wave-wise, the charts will look really good with one more spike low. Wyckoff wave-wise, I haven't got any real strong divergences. You see a little bit extra weakness in the volume on the Ethereum on the downside while price is trying to hold, but I just don't have any sure signals that the low is already in place. So we'll be watching for that. And stream is smooth now, they're saying. So
Yeah, I don't know. We just can't dial it in. Obviously, before the stream was 720p. Todd's trying to bump the resolution.
much better now. Maybe we're finally good. So we use Wirecast. It's like $1,000 broadcast system. I mean, everything's fine with this, Zimmy, but we'll get it figured out if it's not. Let us know maybe later in the stream how we look.
Yeah, it says, is it, folks there watching live?
Now, I think, again, if it's really bad, go back to Twitter possibly. And
we'll talk about a couple of the alts that we've been talking about and that came back into our buy zones and probably close to action, especially if there's only one more little dip here in Bitcoin. Yes, these alts will have another capitulation red bar. Will you be quick enough to buy them? You see Floki, we sold it up here, 25% of our bag. We bought it back right here at the green arrow, about 30-something% lower, and it is now in the buyback zone I was talking about in the live show. Back to where the previous consolidation was. This is a fib retracement level, and this is a measured move off this bearish pendant. So I do like the setup here. We're coming off that oversold technometer pretty nicely, oversold RSI as well. Remember, if Bitcoin does have one more little capitulation, minor new low, this probably does give you a red wick down here towards the 1,000 level. That will give you a bullish divergence on the RSI on the PR and Floki with a nice drawdown off the highs here. We didn't FOMO into this potential bullish pendant. And we kind of waited for some patience. This is the sister project of Floki. That's why I'm going to it next. You can see here, we had a sell up here. We were talking about it here before they threw the 300 moving average and put in TokenFi directly into our buy zone. This was a buy area for several reasons. A, we were looking for an oversold tech, which we got. So once again, if you're into the RWA sector, you've been following us and you've been having patience, here's a good 30, 40, 50% drop coin. I would suspect we do come back down to the 7,600 level. Again, will you be quick enough to buy it or set up a limit order on your favorite stacks? I think, Todd, you want to take back and take a look at some more charts?
yeah, I was going to say the error I'm getting is that we're 67 show to try to get fixed. So let's look at a few altcoins here. Gora, G-O-R-A, is one of our sponsors here. This chart, Nick was on this, I believe, down there at 16 and 18. When we first started working with Gora, I've given numerous Twitter buys and sells. This chart, right now we're at the highest close on the chart. Indicators down here at the bottom. This is only on a few exchanges, so we got to make some changes here. Anybody that's got the software, change these to standard. It'll bring in just the volume for MEXC. Same thing on the technometer. Take it to standard. Otherwise, we're using consolidated volume for all the indicators. You can see their technometer is 34.86, oversold today, even though it looks like we're coming out of this accumulation phase. This chart couldn't look any better. So shout out to Gora. That looks like a leader of the next bull market. Anything else anyone wants to talk about? Let's look at RNDR. And once again on these, this is volume for just Binance. If we want to bring in up to 40 different inputs, we change standard back to aggregate. This is bringing in 5 stable coins and like 7 different exchanges, which is what we want to do when we're doing technical analysis for Wyckoff. So all that changes. You can see here, technometer was 43.5. All volume, it's 45.36, or again, majority of volume. That one is holding up here well. So again, as soon as we give a buy on Bitcoin, Ethereum, I'm sure any of these alts you could chase. RNDR looks good. SOL setting here at 140 on Solana. That one also. Link coming back to a bigger backup. I think that one will be okay here as well. INJ is something that we've traded a few times. You can see here a pretty deep shakeout, but trying to recover out of here. I think that one looks all right. Floki is another one that Nick's traded many, many times. That one got oversold the previous low on a bounce, and then also caught the day of the exact low. That one probably will like. Zimmy Jim mentioned AVAX yesterday. Let's go down to that one. That one looked really good on the charts, up 3.7% today. Bring in here, look at the Wyckoff labeling. Looks like a jump and a backup. You can see OP going to new lows while price is holding. So We like that chart. AVAX looks good. Another one we had mentioned, SUI down 1% today. That one also got extremely oversold on the smash 4 days ago. SCI is another one I mentioned. It's up 8% today. A lot of these charts look like they're making springs and shakeouts of previous accumulation phases. TIA, another one. So many charts like that. I don't see anybody on the chat box asking anything.
Yeah, I think we just got to figure out the lag issue. I think the live show might have dropped off and then came back on because the watching now dropped to
you are
0
right.
and then it popped back up to 10. So it's a separate video. So it just seems like we need to figure out the streaming thing, and it's a shame because we're flowing on some information. The charts are at critical levels here on a lot of assets we've been watching and having patience on, and we'll have to see what we can figure out here, folks.
I don't know what happened there. Didn't expect that today. So let's just wrap it up, get that fixed.
Yeah, if you can pull up the maybe pull up the Bitcoin miner charts, your spreadsheet there. I know Coinbase too. We've had patience on. We've been saying there probably will be a buy between 179 to 199. We hit a low of 207. We did bounce today, but it's giving up some of those gains. So we'll be watching that one. And then MicroStrategy, same type of thing. The Head and Shoulders measure move. Our target one was $1,050. Target two was $815. A little bit of a bounce today, but giving up the gain, sitting at $12.25 off the near $2,000 high. So quite a drop already. These are ones that we have our eyes on for another trade. And let's see what the Todd's charts look like for the mining sector, because those things have been absolutely hammered, and we've sold all of those at higher levels.
First of all, I'm going to run to Matic real quick because we got this chat box back up here. So let's look at Matic. Matic, I mentioned while price is holding, so I still think Matic's had a pretty big sell-off off that high up there at $1.30, but I think it'll find support down here as well. And then Yannick asked about ARB. Another one that's had a pretty big sell-off. Much deeper on that break to 85, holding here at $1.15. You can see again volume hitting new lows almost even today, while price is still trading at higher levels. So again, I think get the stocks to make maybe a B-wave rally here for a couple of weeks while maybe Bitcoin can go to new highs. Then oil, let's go to XLE real quick. Again, I had a sell on that at 98.08. If we look at, let me zero in a little bit on that one. I was long down around 84.86, gave a sell at 98.08. Thought we'd come back to this little fourth wave maybe at 92.93. So again, I still think that's an opportunity. I'll be buying back. You see the technometer was overbought around 52. We're back to 42. So any break of that 93.50 level down around 92.50, 93, I'm going to be back right back into XLE looking for new highs for the move. And if you say oil, normally I'm going to trade the XLE, but while we're here, let's go down and look at actually crude oil futures, because that did give us a buy at the lows. And you can see here with the volume, we had new lows in the volume while price was holding. That's why I was bullish down there at 72. And I just thought the rally had got a little bit ahead of itself up there at 85, 86. So you can see volume is sideways for the last 10 days. Technometer back to 45. So no re-entry there on the crude oil futures, but we will be watching those. And while we're here, let's go back to NEO. Hold on, that's in my second batch here. I got a lot of stocks and coins that we look at. Here's NEO. This chart also looked really good there off that rally off of 14. And some violent action between 15 and 24. You see technometer is coming down. We had the new low in the volume while price was holding. So strong support here at this 14 level. So again, that's one when I'm bullish here. I think NEO is probably going to break out and have a nice run above that 24 level. So I think that one should be good. Then FTM. I'm not sure that's on my list here. FTM. Let's look at FTM Tether Binance. I mean, really same type of thing. Probably a jump and a backup. I'd probably put that line right there. You can see volume has been in a steady downtrend while price has jumped and backed up. We were oversold on the 14th, which is the day coming off the low, really around this level. So I'm going to say that FTM, I think FTM could be a nice pickup here for a pretty big rally back to near the highs. So I think that one will be all right. On the XAU, I mean, I'm trading GLD, GDX, and SLV some. Let me bring up X. I mean, I think this is a laggard. Gold's being much stronger than silver, and the miners are being much weaker. But I do think they'll probably play catch up. So again, I think probably this is a pretty big triangle low here at 100. Probably we've had a 1, 2, 3. We're working on a 4. So I look for a rally up maybe around that 155, 160 level. And then I would buy another little ABC pullback and see if we can break the new highs on the XAU.
We covered a lot already. And a reminder that the Bitcoin halving happens in 1 day, 4 hours and 27 minutes, according to NiceHash. That'll be a rough estimate of what is going on. When there is going to go from 900 Bitcoin per day created down to 450 Bitcoin per day created. Will the U.S. stock market find a bottom, instilling more confidence ETF and Ethereum ETF that were just approved? And then, of course, we would have a supply shock where there's 450 less Bitcoin per day available on the open this since 2017, 2016. That Bitcoin is and will go much higher because as more and more people want it in their portfolio.
We all aspire to be that. I do have quite a few stocks for the weekend, so would love to see a sell-off into the weekend here and give us a chance to pick up some stocks. Actually, there is one I want to go over here real quick. I'm going to show the Apple chart. Let me do that one real quick here. Let me zoom in here real quick. This is classic Wyckoff, so I've got to show this. Classic Wyckoff on here, and I actually caught the last point of supply, so I'm pretty happy about that. We had, and I've showed this chart many times, this is volume at the bottom, and you can see around December 13th, we started to have good buy volume coming in because the markets were rallying. You can see Apple put in higher or lower highs consistently, so it was easy to label this an upthrust. Had some red bars coming in after the upthrust. We came back and tested it, and again, buy volume coming in but could not take price higher. We had a sign of weakness. Came back here for a last point of supply. We got an overbought technometer, as you can see, at 51.32. I got short there. Maybe that we had another overbought reading up there on that big rally we had up to 177. Now here we are, new lows for the move, almost getting ready to take out the spring low. 4 days of red volume here after that quick short covering rally. Earnings, I believe, are next Thursday. So I think we're going to have weakness into earnings, and earnings are probably going to be shook about what, MEL, and my God, there's a lot of
Yeah, we do need to touch base on that.
X's.
The flow, I can talk about Mel if this will update here. Let's see, having some issues. Boop. All right, so yeah, Melania, dog with no hat is a meme coin. We gave the buy in patreon.com/thermcrypto at around a 350,000 market cap all the way down here. This was just a few days ago, and it is currently already up to a 4.13 million market consolidation, and then we've continued the uptrend higher. This is still a new meme coin. They are in token 2049 right now. Apparently, they're supposed to be having a massive marketing campaign kicking off in the next few days. Now, you ask why the next few days? Well, 420 is Doge Day, so that is kind of dog meme coin day, and of course, Melania is a dog, limited utility, but I like what I see. Still only at a $4 million market cap, and if you pump $50,000 marketing campaign into that, plus rubbing some elbows at Token 2049, plus some of the other plans on the roadmap, I think this thing goes much higher. It's on base chain, so if you're looking for it, and the contract ends in E242. So if you want to get these kind of alpha calls, of course, you're not throwing your whole pool at a $1 million market cap. That was around here, so they've already 4x their money as well. So there's plenty of other examples of that. Of course, we'll touch base more on these altcoins and everything we've been doing and successful. Once we kind of smooth out the live show, we don't have that distraction, then we kind of, me and Todd just go ahead and riff. The comment section goes ahead and riff. And
10x.
Only a 10x in.
That's some bullshit.
We gave that by April 12th. So what is that? Less than a week, only a 10x.
That was a week ago.
Yeah, no.
Quick for Yannick. This is the one when it was breaking down. We kind of said probably wouldn't touch it. Too much weakness. We've been sideways here. Really can't say much with the volume and the price. They're kind of just somewhat moving together. I mean, we made a new low here on price while volume hasn't, but we're not oversold. My guess would be this is probably going to end up being a spring, and we could try to rally out of here. But
well, I guess we kind of covered a lot. Chat box a little quiet today. We've had our issues, so we probably should just wrap this up and then work on the issues and see if we can come here tomorrow. Subscribe button for your daily updates on crypto and stock, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news right here at Learn Crypto.
Peace. We're out.
Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency, but just aren't sure how you can get started investing? We'll show you how. Todd W. Butterfield is a leader in trading with numerous real money trading successes to his name over the years. He owns LearnCrypto.io, the original Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, WyckoffSMI.com, as well as the Black Bay Group, a registered investment advisor. He has also created state-of-the-art software, consolidating over 100-plus crypto exchanges volume, as well as his own Wyckoff proprietary indicators. With today's stressful and busy lifestyles, isn't it time you considered having a knowledgeable investor manage your crypto account? In these unprecedented times, it is the perfect season to seriously consider LearnCrypto.io's private client group and add cryptocurrencies to your investment portfolio.